Well. If it isn't the VOD watchers before everybody comes in. Hello! Let me just get a few things up here so I can see your chats. See your will chats. Bloop. Move that over here. Then grab this. Move it here. We still need music. One day I'll have that shit ready on lockdown. And it just isn't ready. Hold on. Quality 100. Why don't I see chat? Hello, chat? Wait, where are you? Wait, how do I bring up? There we go. No, wait, how do I bring up chat? Uh-oh. Wait, how do I see chat? Refresh? That's awkward. All right, let me just link a few things here. Boom, boom, enter, send. Why don't I see chat? If I maximize and then do this, then I see chat. But then I don't. Maybe I should make this bigger? Settings, advanced. No, why did I see chat? Uh-oh. Okay, that works. I want to go to sleep, but F that. AFM! Hello! Hi, just trying to figure out how I can see chat and not have that minimized. I guess I can just reboot everything. Hold on, I just want to make sure I can even see chat. No, it still doesn't work. What the fuck? Wait, did they change Twitch? What a bad design. There. Okay, now I can see it. Wow, that is so awkward. Okay, there we go. Move that over here. Then pull up YouTube. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Let me just boot up a few more things here. Let's get some music going. Made, fine. You get made for like 2 seconds, all right? Let's do Vi sessions. We haven't done Vi in a while. Boom. Is that loud? Is that quiet? I don't know. It's kind of loud for me. Okay. I think we're ready. Every day your backgrounds get weebier. Chat, this isn't weeb. This is Hatsune Miku. Singing sensation. Jeez. Don't you know, chat? What the heck? The heck is going on here? AFM, save your points! Listen, we have outfits. They can be redeemed, but it should be color changed as well. And I don't have time because we have these programming streams, which are getting a lot of views. I don't want to waste time adjusting colors. So probably tomorrow I'm going to have time to actually change everything because I have tomorrow off. So is this too weeby, chat? Hold on. Next wallpaper. Okay, this is kind of weeby. All right, I'll admit it. It's a little bit weeby. But you know what? It's cute. All right. Well, anyway, let me just pull up one more thing on my phone here so I definitely don't miss your chats. Refresh. There we go. All right, let's do it to it. My wallpaper. Oh, that's a cute wallpaper. I like characters on the screen. Yeah, you guys have all seen that one. But like, I like characters on the screen. Like, this is not Weeb. This is Neon Genesis Evangelion. And if you call Neon Genesis Evangelion anime, it does not do it service, you know? It transcends anime. Therefore, it's not Weeb, all right? What other wallpapers do I have? Okay, yeah. That's not Weeb. That's Nintendo fan art. That's a Final Fantasy VII game. That's not even anime. That's a little weeb. All right, I'll admit it. That's a little weeb. Wait. Oh, it's on random. That's Hatsune Miku. That's not weeb. That's Jinx from League of Legends. That's not weeb. Chat, I don't have weeb backgrounds, okay? You guys just make it weird, all right? Anyway, let's get back to Visual Studio. I don't have a shortcut for this on my desktop. Maybe I'll throw off everyone, but making them think I do code blocks. Open recent. Okay. So, last time we learned just so I remember this, we learned how to use our GPU to render textures that are hardware accelerated, which means GPU, right? Now, there is an easier way to do this that we're gonna find out when we actually make Click the Banana, which is you don't have to load a surface and then apply a texture referencing the surface. You can just load the texture, which is like a new function in SDL. But it's not documented in the tutorial we're doing, so that's kind of what's going on there. It's cute though. Wow, chat, this is becoming quite the program here. We're 125 lines, hell yeah, based. Half of them are global variables, but we can fix that later. Don't worry about it. All right, we're getting there. All right, let's pull up some lazy foo. Okay, beginning game programming. Make that really tiny. Move this up. Make this bigger. That is not bigger. There we go. Okay. So last time we handled hardware accelerated textures. Now we're going to learn hardware accelerated shapes. I think the only practical use for this, we kind of talked about it yesterday. Let me bring up Paint here. I think the only use of hardware accelerated shapes is that imagine if we had a character, and this character we wanted to apply as a circle, well, or a triangle. Well, then we can use a GPU accelerated thing rather than having an image that's like CPU bound, I guess. And maybe like a flashlight he's holding is like a separate triangle or something, and then we can like prototype the game that way. I think that would be a way to do it. And if we're quick enough, I would imagine it'd be quicker to have like triangle character and triangle flashlight hardware accelerated than to have like two images and then apply the logic to all the images we can versus hardware acceleration and just doing it that way. I don't know. Maybe. That's what I'm thinking we're going to do. I think even putting on an image does do shapes too. I'm not sure. Well, let's find out. Okay, geometry rendering. Dorito power. Hey, you're not wrong. I don't know, because chat, I've always, like, from what I know about programming, when you do like hardware stuff, or when you do like geometry in like games and stuff, this is not a square. This is 2 triangles, or even 8 triangles, I guess, all forming polygons to make a square or a rectangle. But I don't know. That's what it seems like what we're going to be doing. Okay. Also, hi, Goldmine. Are you a Goldmine of an audience? Chat, I'm not proud of it, but I'm trying. All right, I'm trying. All right, so we have load media again. This is our function for loading textures last time. Now, success equals true. Nothing to load. Ooh, this is different. So we're going to have a load media function that just returns true, which tells me we shouldn't even have the function, but maybe this is just for good practice in SDL. As you can see in our media loading function, we load no media. SDL's primitive rendering allows you to render shapes without loading special graphics. Oh, okay. So this is completely separate from blitting or texture loading. This really is like its own thing. Okay. Back in the days, there were rectangles. Triangles are just better. Oh, really? Hello. All right, so while application is running, so this is our main function up here, which is here. So while the main application is running, quit is equal to false. All right, I think that's why we have that function, I guess. While events are in queue, so while we have the event E, we're going to make this not equal to 0. So basically, while the event is running and not quitting, do the thing. And the event is just the window. E-type SDL, SDL quit. Quit equals equal to true. So what this does, this little if statement here, this is the red X in the corner of the window. So what this whole while statement is saying on this SDL pull event is, while the window is open, keep it open until the user quits the program by pressing the X in the corner, you know? That's the logic that we put in here. Then we have clear screen with render draw color and render clear. So it looks like we're gonna change this a little. Now, instead of copying the render, rendering present, we're just gonna be clearing the render, the global renderer variable we had earlier, but we're also gonna be drawing a color. So SDL set. Who just subscribed on YouTube? Chat! Sorry, my YouTube subscription alerts are like way a lot on my stream. I looked and I don't know how. Hold on, let's just look at this together to show you I'm not crazy. Hold on. Streamlabs.com. Okay. So this is Streamlabs. Okay, cute, cute, cute. So we are going to dashboard. I'm already logged in. Then we go to alert box. So this is my alert box. As a test, if I tested a subscription. So that's a test subscription, right? But now, if I want to test like anything else, how do I follows? Like there's nothing for like YouTube subscriptions. It's like we have subscriptions. Test CloudBot, test bits, test merch, test follow. Hello, Isami! Yeah, I saw you, Goldmine. Thank you for the YouTube follow. And then if we test follow, that's a follow. Okay, cool. Subscription. Okay, donation. Okay, cool. Bits. Okay, bits. Raids. That's a raid. Okay, merch. I don't have any. CloudBot and Twitch charity donation. Doesn't make sense, chat. It doesn't make sense. There's no option for YouTube alerts, so I don't know how we're getting a YouTube follow, but there you go. Did you test a sub or a resub? Both. Oh well, I guess we'll just deal with it. All right, so we have set draw color. No, it's not this. Set render draw color. Sorry, we're setting a render to a certain color. But that didn't. Oh, there we go. We're gonna have a global renderer. We're gonna have a hex value. So 0xFF is the base color, right? Yeah. So 4 of those makes white, I think. And parentheses, semicolon. Okay. So at the top of the main loop, we handle the quit event like before and clear the screen. Also, notice that we're setting the color to white with SDL set render draw color every frame as opposed to setting it once in the initialization function. We'll cover why this happens when we get to the end of the main loop. Okay. So now, instead of rendering once on initialization the texture, now we're refreshing the renderer every frame. Render the red filled quad. Okay, so we're making this color. Okay, so SDL. Wait, where am I putting this? The first primitive we're going to draw is a fill rectangle, solid rectangle. When defining, set the rendering color to SDL draw render color. Red is the component. Interesting. I guess we're putting this in the main function. I don't know where though, because maybe just after this? Oh, it is after. No, it's not after this. This is just drawing the color. Are we rendering the red rectangle every frame? It looks like as though you got to make a widget for YouTuber. Ooh. I didn't realize it would even auto follow if I didn't do that, but all right. So I'm a little confused. Maybe he's just assuming. I'm assuming, I guess, because we're refreshing the background every frame here, if I wanted to render a red rectangle on the screen, I guess that would not be an initialization. That would actually be every individual frame. Yeah, because this is our current, like, render thing. Okay. Interesting. Well, we'll have to see. If it doesn't work, by the way, we're going to delete this line here. But I don't know. That's only on initialization, though, isn't it? This renders afterwards. So I'm guessing we're rendering here, the rectangle? I don't think there's any other if statements I need. So what are we going to do here? SDL rectangle. Fill rectangle equals this. Okay. So SDL rect fill. Is that what it was? I just closed out of it. Oh, God. Oh, geez, boys. Hold on. We're getting there. We're getting there. Sorry. There we go. Okay. And then this one. Then we do geometry rendering. Okay. So it was fill rectangle. Sorry. Is equal to, and what were the parameters? Screen width divided by 4, screen height divided by 4. Oh, so we can have statements between commas that can even do math, huh? Okay. Interesting. Rect fill. So we can even have statements do math. So what we're doing is no matter what the screen width or height is, we can always, because we're doing it by reference, always have it appropriate to the window size. I guess I never really thought about that, because if we did a 400 by 200 rectangle, I guess that does mean different things to different screen resolutions. So by doing it by reference, by doing it by reference, no matter what window size you have, it always works. Okay. So width, height, 4422. Okay. Screen width divided by 4. Screen height divided by 4. Then I did underscore mine, right? Yeah. Then screen, god damn it, screen width divided by 2, screen height divided by 2, end bracket semicolon. All right. Then it wants another set render draw color global renderer to this, and then SDL fill rectangle. If you've never seen a struct initialized like this, know that the member yeah, so SDL rect is a struct or a class, but it's a struct, and we're defining one as fill rectangle. We're giving it the parameters of these things defined in the struct in SDL, because they did all the hard work there. Now we're drawing a color on the global renderer, and then we're gonna fill this. We're gonna fill the rectangle that we've rendered, referencing the renderer that we're using, and using the address of @fillRectangle, which is the struct we just used. Okay, sweet. Bye-bye, Bozo with the ghost color. Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna be a ghost. We can be a spooky ghost for a second. Although maybe be a little more translucent next time. What? Broken redeems? Excuse me, motherfucker. You just gotta redeem, all right? Greedy butthole, all right? Pog, it worked! Okay, so now I think this goes in the main function. So we're gonna draw color. This is gonna be different. So now we're referencing red. So we're gonna copy this because we just did this. I know what it means. Except now instead of X0FF, it's X0X00, which I think is the color bright red. And we're gonna change this later to my color, of course. And then we're gonna render the color fill rect. This isn't it. Hold on. What am I referencing? render fill rectangle. Okay, render. Ah, gosh, this function name. Render fill rect. Parentheses. Okay, then we reference as parameters the global renderer and the address of fill rectangle, the struct that we just typed. All right. First primitive we're going to draw is a fill rectangle, which is a solid rectangle. First, we define the rectangle to define the area we want to fill with color. So that's the render draw color. Old timey boy is supposed to be translucent, but needs to be a little more alpha if you catch my drift. Our boy hit 32 viewers yesterday. I'm so proud. Yeah, we had a huge viewership yesterday. Massive viewership. It was wild. Yeah, you guys like watching programming. Let me tell you, we're going to make a game and it's going to be good, all right? If you've never seen a struct initialized like this, know that the member variables that make the SDL rect are X, Y, W. Why are you using SDL if you don't know how to reference a struct? Like, I feel like knowing classes and structs is like minimum when it comes to SDL. And that's funny, even I'm saying that, man. That's saying something. I streamed years ago. I don't have time for it now. On LiveCode, Live EDU on Twitch, on YouTube. LiveCode sounds like a porn website. What's LiveCode? Wait, is that the website that everybody beats each other up on? Is that, you guys know what I'm saying? No, that's WorldStar. Never mind. X position, Y position, width, and height respectively. You can initialize a struct by giving it an array of variables in the order they're on the struct. We know this. Here we're setting the rectangle 1/4 of the screen width in the X direction, 1/4 of the screen height in the Y direction, with half the screen's width and height. So what they're saying here is that this function here, or struct, so this is the struct, this is the term, the objective. Doc Fox, thank you for following. I like your name, that's cute. Dr. Fox. You sound like a gynecologist. All right. So we have SDL rect, and then fill rect is now a struct that we're defining with the array screen width, screen height, screen width, screen height. However, they're not all referencing the same thing. The first two, the X and Y, the width and height, is actually where on the screen the rectangle will start. Then the screen width and screen height that's kind of cut off there is referencing the size of it. So 1/4 of the screen X, 1/4 of the screen Y is where it starts. Then make a box that's half the screen wide and half the screen vertical. So no matter what size the window is, it'll always be those dimensions. Okay, that makes sense. This is just the color of it, referencing the renderer we're gonna use. This is just filling it, referencing the renderer. Okay, gotcha. After defining the rectangle area, we set the rendering color to SDL set render color. This function takes in the renderer for the window we're using and the RGBA values for the color we want to render with. R is the red component, green is green, blue is blue, A is alpha. Alpha controls the opaque something is. These values go from 0 to 255 or FF hex. They are mixed together to create all the colors you see on your screen. This call to set render draw color sets drawing color. Okay, this all makes sense. Okay. And then draw the rectangle. Gotcha. Next, render the green outlined quad. Ooh. So now we can draw a rectangle outline with an empty center using SDL draw rectangle. As you can see, it pretty much works the same as a solid filled rectangle, as this piece of code is almost the same as the one above it. The major difference is the 2/3 of the screen. So, okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw it again. So now we're going to copy and we're going to paste. Are we really doing this every frame? That seems so inefficient. So everything is the same, except we're going to start probably higher. 6th, 6th, 2/3, 2/3. Okay. 6 of the screen, so it's going to be on the more to the corner than the other one is. And we can multiply it by 2/3, so it's the same thing. And then multiply it by 2/3. Okay, sweet. And then we're probably changing the color. Yeah, so 00 FF 00 FF. Okay, that makes sense. 00 FF 00 FF. Okay. Top left are just offsets of 0. Yeah, it's like what do you call it? It's like a plot. I'm trying to think of the name of it. Not a quadrilateral, but it's on like a quad plot on the bottom right, right? X value first, Y value second, where the Y value is really negative Y. Man, I'm thirsty. Okay. Yeah, are we done? The major difference is that this rectangle is 2/3 of the screen in size. Also, if you mess with the position of the rectangle, you may just notice something strange about the Y coordinate. Oh, can I render? There are build errors. Missing a semicolon. Where? 55-1. What? I have all the semicolons, don't I? Missing an end bracket. Oh, am I missing one here? No, it's all here. Oh, does this need to be? No, this is right. Wait, I'm confused. Why isn't this running? Semicolon before that. On which line? 55-1. Here? You don't need a semicolon here. Close is after the closing bracket. No, it's not. This is the closing bracket, isn't it? Am I crazy? Oh, wait, I have too many. Where did I get the extra squirrely brace from? Did I? Whoops, I'm a dumbass. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, new person. Fafado? Fafito? Hi, your name reminds me of Tomato. And if I see you in chat, I'll probably call you Tomato. Still build errors. What's going on? Fill rectangle, redefinition, multiple initializations. Oh, am I referencing the same rectangle or something? No, it's a different rectangle. Wait, did I fuck something up? Outline rectangle. Oh, I got you. Okay. This is outline rectangle. Outline rectangle. So what was happening is I was defining a term that was already defined. Okay, my bad. Well, we have a giant black box that you guys didn't even see. Hold on, let me lower the resolution here. We'll go 700 by 500. So we have a black box, but nothing is on the screen. It's rendering, but it's not actually drawing the colors. Interesting. Okay. As you can see, it pretty much works the same as a solid rectangle, as this piece of code is almost the same. Also, if you mess around with the positions of the rectangle, you may notice something strange about the Y coordinate. Making the Y coordinate larger makes it go down, and making the Y coordinate smaller makes it goes up. Use a different coordinate system. Yeah, so they're on the bottom right. Okay, we just talked about that. We knew that. So when we rendered the solid rectangle, the coordinate system functioned like this. Okay, this was obvious. We knew this. One thing to know about SDL renders rectangles, surfaces, and textures from the top left corner. Draw a blue horizontal line. Are we doing this every time we want every frame? We saw it? Wait, we did? Is it like one frame? Or are you saying the black box? In any case, yeah, we don't actually have anything. Is this like an initialization issue? Oh, you know what? I bet it's this. Fuck. It works. I mean, it recognizes everything. Maybe this needs to go up here. Nope. I don't know. Interesting. Wonder why that is a rendering. We'll find out in a second. Here's a code to draw a pixel thin line using render draw line. Update screen. Oh, we're not done yet. Oh, chat. Ugh. Render present G renderer. Okay, I'm missing something here. Hold on. Yeah, we never updated the screen. So what's happening is that I think we were, because we didn't refresh the screen, because obviously now it's like, oh, we didn't do that. What's happening is that we're drawing the rectangle and the outer rectangle that goes below it. So it's like a green and red rectangle combo. What's happening is that when we render those, we're not actually refreshing the screen. So it goes on the buffer layer. I think that's what we described it. Because the way SDL works is there's two layers. There's a layer the user sees, and then there's like the buffer layer below it, and they alternate between which one is which. So you load things on the buffer layer, then you refresh, and then the other layer starts getting changed. Okay. My B. Here's the code to draw a pixel thin line. Why do we want to do this? These positions cause it to go horizontally across the screen. Set render draw color. Set render draw line. Oh. Well, I should do this. So I think what's happening with this draw render color thing is that there is one set render draw color thing, and all it is just this function is just whatever we change it to is what it's going to reference for that. It seems like we're going to be changing it a lot. I wonder if we're able to save the values somewhere. Like, can I have an array of functions set render draw color and then reference them? Or maybe just have, am I really gonna have like a class of them? Not a class, but like, or maybe like a group of functions where it's like color white, and it just calls this function and it references this hex, and then that's all it does. It just calls this function. And then, I don't know. Or maybe I can do like a usual statement. I don't know. Now he just needs to start some drama to catapult his viewership. Yeah, start some drama, do that dumbass like cop alert emote. Okay, so now we're gonna draw. Okay, so now we set the color. So a lot of these lines are just setting this to be different colors. That seems to be like what this thing is, which is kind of funny. Okay, so that's half of the lines. And now we're gonna do SDL render draw line, SDL. This is important too, right? Because if I would imagine this would be useful if we're like, Lohi, hello, I haven't seen you here before. Hi. So let's do paint for a second. Why am I doing this? Why am I learning hardware accelerated stuff? Like, let's imagine we got it, because, you know, we're making video games here. Let's imagine this is a top-down shooter and we have a dude. Thank you for following, Lohi. You remind me of Loki. And he's got a gun. And this little guy in our game is gonna have like a dotted line sight to make it easier to shoot. I can imagine a world where we use hardware SDL acceleration to like make this line like a very thin red line or something, and it always points where the gun is pointing. I would imagine a world that would be the case, because that would be a lot easier to like make a game on than like having a variable length image that loops a certain distance. I'd rather just draw the line in SDL, you know? So that's why we're learning this. Oh God, Twitch forced me to watch in 160. Oh no, really? Not everyone, I hope. So the back buffer is used to draw. When rendering is done for one frame, the back buffer is moved to the front buffer. The front buffer is connected to the display. Otherwise, you would have screen tearing because your monitor would refresh in the middle of drawing the frame. Ah, yeah. Okay, kind of figured. So chat, if I didn't have SDL, I'm doing all that shit on my own. Really? So again, we're referencing the global renderer, and then we're gonna make a color, right? That's all it is just... Oh, I gotta give it directions too. So global renderer 0, maybe the width, and then 3. Hold on, what is this referencing? Draw a line in the current rendering target. SDL render draw line draws the line to include both endpoints. If you want to draw multiple connecting lines, use render draw lines. So we're referencing the renderer, int1, int y1, int x2, int y2, where x1 and y1 are the x and y coordinates of the starting points, and x2 and y2 are the x and y coordinate of the end point. Return 0 on success or negative error value on failure. Call SDL get error to get more information. Okay, that all makes sense to me weirdly. So what it's saying, wait, can you draw a triangle with this? No, this is just lines. So what the numbers it wants me to do, because we're entering 4 numbers here, is 0, screen height divided by 2, screen width, screen height divided by 2. Ah, that's kind of weird. Screen height divided by 2, screen width divided by nothing, and then screen height divided by 2. I have to see what kind of line this ends up being, because this is quite weird. Divided by 2. I get it, sorta. Not exactly sure what kind of line we're gonna make, but we're making it. Here's the code to draw a line. First, we set the color to blue. Set render draw color. Then give the, oh, hold on, no we didn't. Oh no, yes we did. And then give the rendering calls the starting XY position and the ending X. Oh, it's 0 because it's like, it's in the very top left corner. Okay, I get it, fuck. Okay, so what we're saying is that it's gonna be on the very far left. It's gonna start halfway down the screen on the very far left, so like right here. And then it's gonna go until screen width and screen height divided by 2. So it's gonna start here, and it's gonna end here. Oh, it's a line across the screen, perfectly horizontal, because screen width is just the maximum screen width. Ah, I got you. Okay. Ready. Okay. Start, end. Okay. I understand now. So draw a vertical line of yellow dots. Ooh, that's weird. Well, how about this? Before we do that, before we do a for loop, let's just update the screen and just keep going here. So hold on, what am I doing? Update screen, SDL, render present, global render. Okay, so this is just our SDL. This is just refreshing the screen. Render present, global renderer. Okay, this should work. Oh, there we go. Okay, so there's a couple of things wrong here. I think what happened is we drew the green rectangle on top of the red rectangle, and then the blue line went in the middle. Okay. Whew. Tutorial link? Okay, so be careful. This is a tutorial that is specifically referencing C++. I'll link it, but just keep in mind this is C++ with SDL as a framework. So just keep that in mind here. Green rectangle? That's a noise game. Well, here's the thing, chat, is this line and shit, this can all be manipulated with C++, right? So like we said before, when I drew my little guy, like imagine if we wanted like, well, we're gonna draw a dotted line in a second. Imagine if we want like we're holding a gun and we want like a line across the room, like a top-down like 2D shooter, you know? We want a line across the room to show where our gun's gonna shoot, rather than having like an image constantly rendered by reference onto the screen by blitting or something. Instead, we're just gonna use our GPU to render geometry directly onto the game with like a red dotted thing. That's what I'm imagining anyway, why we would want to learn this. Besides that, I don't know what else we would use like rectangles and shit for, but it's good to learn how to render with the GPU. That's kind of awesome. Last bit of geometry we render is a sequence of dots using SDL render draw point. All right, let's, oh God, what are we doing here? SDL render draw color. Okay, so again, we're changing this. So every time we want to change the color of what we're drawing with, we have to reference this function, which is fine. I just didn't realize how that would work. Global renderer 0FF 0FF 00. Okay. Is that right? What is it? FF00FF. Oh my goodness, your YouTube following. Hello. Hi, anti-game time. Listen, I don't know how, chat, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how to turn that off, all right? So, with great power comes great responsibility, okay? Okay, so now this is the color yellow. Wait, no it isn't. Oh god, I put it in the wrong place. That's yellow. Okay. That's the color yellow. Set, render, draw color. So now we're going to have a for loop where we are going to have what? I is 5? I equals 0. I is less than screen height. Plus equals to 4. Oh, 4 pixels. Okay. So every 4 pixels, we're going to draw a point. Okay. Oh, that's cute. So in order to have a dashed line, I would have to draw individual render draw line functions that draw a very short line, and then in a for loop, have that looping again and again, where I plus equals is going to be the distance between every function we call. That's cool, I get it. So it's 4, okay. Int I equals 0. Then we're going up to screen. It was screen width, right? No, screen height. Because it's going vertical, right? Yeah. Oh no, screen width divided by 2. Fuck. Never mind. I get it now. Screen width divided by 2, meaning that that's where it starts, right? It's going to start here in the middle and it's going to go straight down. Okay, my bad. Okay, I get it. I get it. I plus equals 4. Here now we're going to be SDL draw point, render draw point, my bad. Render draw point, and all we need for that is just int x, int y. Make a point on the current rendering target, draws a single point. If you want to draw multiple, use render draw points. Okay, so render draw point, and we're going to be referencing the global renderer, and our int x is going to be screen height divided by 2, screen width divided by 2. Yeah, and then, okay, screen width divided by 2. And then we're gonna end with I, because I is our Y value, and it's gonna be plus equals to 4, meaning every time we reference this function, it's going to increase by 4, which will go down because we're in the bottom right coordinates, right? How did you like the parrot thing? It was adorable. I hit my neck on the table and it hurts to move my head. Okay, so don't move your head. Why would you? Are you one of those guys that's like, I forgot to breathe? Don't hit your head. Twitch, here's 4 pics, take it or leave it. Do you want a pixel wide computer or double it and give it to the next person? Double it, because I have a better computer than most people will have for the next 6 years. You get what you get and you don't get upset. Is this all I need? Is this the whole thing? And then we have the render. Okay, so if this works, hold on. Let's draw the red rectangle over this. 1 second. The red rectangle will go below. Okay, if this works, this is what I expect to happen, okay? We're gonna have a big green rectangle. Then above it, like a pyramid, we're gonna have a smaller red rectangle. We're gonna have a blue line that goes horizontal and a yellow dotted line that goes vertical. There are build errors. Wait, what? Goldmine subscribed. Oh, it's so nice of you. Thank you. Oh, it wasn't even a Prime sub. That's just a straight up, you press the goddamn button. Thank you. Oh, it's so nice of you. You're a new viewer and you're just like, I'll give this guy money. Thank you. That's gonna help pay for lunch tomorrow. Gary, I'm just like brain dead and I don't know how to not do something masochistic. Yeah, what's your specs? Specs on my computer? Wait, is there an easy way, chat? Is there like a software or something I can just show? Does anyone know like I know hardware way more than software. Is there a software that can show all of the specs in your computer so people don't think I'm making this shit up? Computer management? Storage? No. local performance? Oh, well, there's my available bytes, 111 million. That's kind of cool. Don't you have a part picker link save? No. Wait, maybe it is saved from when I bought it? Hold on. Who followed? Goldmine, and you gift subs? Oh my goodness! Look at our little Saudi prince. Oh my God! Wait, how many subs did you give? Oh my goodness! He gave 3 gift subs. Aw, that's so cute. Thank you. Aw, look at our little Saudi prince, our little sugar daddy. Thank you. Oh no, it's deleted. Okay, well anyway, I'll just go off of memory here. So we built this on stream. I have a 4090 that's water cooled. I have a 13900K that's water cooled. I have 128 gigabytes of RAM. And that's like the big things everyone cares about, right? That's like the big one, right? Oh my God, are you still going? Dude, I looked away for like 2 seconds. Oh my God, 5 gift subs. Okay, listen, you're new here. Let's make sure you actually enjoy the content in the long run before you gift anymore. Thank you so much. Spin Dart, what's up? Jasm, am I adorable? Brownie Man. Oh my God. Joe, Afram, Just Shocked. Okay, everyone enjoy your gift subs. Goldmine, thank you. Do not feel obligated to give sub anymore. Okay, that is plenty. All right, that's lunch and then some tomorrow. Okay, just enjoy the stream. And if you like it more in the future, then you can gift sub some more. Oh my God. Okay, My Chen, enjoy the gift sub. Goldmine, thank you. I appreciate it, but don't feel pressured. Seriously, you just joined the Shubly enjoy it before you get like buyer's remorse. Okay, like actually. Oh my, one day. Yeah, first ask Gary about the Pinkertons. Listen, you guys know I'm right about that take. What am I doing wrong here? Okay, something doesn't work. Did I miss a semicolon? Oh, I didn't change the, no. I don't have to change a name. What's wrong here? Fill rect undeclared identifier. Oh, I goofed. Oh, geez. Okay, hold on. Outline rectangle. Outline rectangle. Fill rectangle. Fill rectangle. This needs to go up. How did I goof that up? Okay. Now this should work. Chat, my program just crashed. Oh, Jesus. Chat, why did my program? It's not responding. Oh, that's a first. That's so cute. That's my first bugged program. Oh, that's awesome. Dude, I just had my first application crash. We're growing up. Okay, it was obviously with like the render order here. So we built our struct for fill rectangle. We set the render color and we're filling the rectangle with the address fill rectangle. Then we have our outline rectangle, which is that. Set the draw color. Render clear. Oh, whoops. Wait, this needs to go here. Okay, maybe it was just I was clearing too soon. Oh, wait, do I need to put the clear down here? Wait, where am I putting that clear renderer? Okay, now it's crashing again. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Gary, happy about an Alt F4? Well, yeah, it's our first one. I may not understand C++, but it's keeping my interest with coding while I learn Linux. What language do you code Linux with? Because I don't know much about programming. Isn't assembly like Windows based, or am I just dumb? Oh wait, no, I'm dumb. Assembly is older than Windows. Windows wasn't even a thing until like the 70s, right? I think. Linux is written in C. Oh, you want Gary to say buzz buzz, motherfucker? What? Well, only because the color redeems don't work, chat. Okay, so why is my program crashing? It's this, right? It's the for loop. I is equal to 0. Screen width divided by 2 is where it starts, so it's going to start up here. And I is plus then equals to 4. Is that the issue? Because 4 is going to go down by 4 per number. And our height is only 500. And then we're drawing points based on the global renderer. Screen width divided by 2, so it stays on the line. And I, so it decreases down as we go. And then we present the renderer. Is it this render clear thing that I'm fucking up on? Is that what it is? Render present global renderer. Where did I get that render clear from? Wait, where did I get render clear from? Draw the screen. Set render color. Oh! Oh, I never cleared the screen. Oh, my bad. Oh, Jesus. Okay, my bad. Set render color. Okay, so now we have to clear first. So we clear the global renderer because we... Oh, because we initialized with it. Oh, I'm so dumb. Okay, so we've initialized with the global renderer, but now we need to clear it because it's a global variable. Okay, my bad. Is screen width divided by 2 is supposed to evaluate at false at some point? No. Because it's just going to stop until it hits screen width divided by 2. Right? Scammed by B. Listen, let me fix my colors and then you can get scammed by it. For initialization condition action, under condition, it must be a condition like I is less than screen width divided by 2. Wait, what? Oh! Oh, I'm goofed. I goofed. Oh, I goofed hard. Oh, Jesus. Okay, this whole thing is wrong. Oh, no, this whole thing is goofed. I was looking at this. Oh, chat, I cheated on my homework and I still fucked up. Oh, Jesus. Okay, it's I is less than screen height. Okay. Holy cow. That is so dumb. Okay. So what we're doing here is because it's less than screen height, and screen height is the entire length of the window, it's going to start in the middle, it's going to go down here, and it's going to end at the end of the window. Thank you, chat. Appreciate it. Go. Oh, what the fuck? Chat, I wanted yellow dots. How did I fuck this up? What even happened? Why do I have a white rectangle in the middle? That should be green. Oh. Wait, hold on. How did this even happen? I called SDL render dot. You drew a white rectangle on a yellow background. Thanks, Chief. How the fuck did I even do that? Okay, hold on. We clear the global renderer just to make sure. Okay, we clear the renderer and then we make it the color. Yeah, we just set the draw color. Set render draw color 0FF 0FF. Okay, so just in case, let's do this first. I don't think this is actually going to do anything, but we'll at least be consistent. We're just resetting it to white. Play. Okay, so now the whole thing's white. Okay, that's better. Oh, we do have the yellow dotted line. I see it now. Oh, it's so tiny. You guys see it? It's right there. It's right where my mouse is. It's so tiny, but I do see it. It's yellow. Okay, is there a better color we can have for that? Should we make it like blue as well? So it's 0, 0, 0, 0, F, 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 F. Okay, how's that? There. Okay, that's a little more clear. So we have a dotted line and a okay. But how the fuck did I mess up the rectangles? So we use struct fill rectangle, reference this color of red, blue, sorry. No, this is the red one. And then we fill. Then we have our outline rectangle that we draw over it. It's the color white, but it shouldn't be. It should be the color. What the fuck am I doing here? Hold on. This should be deleted. this should be moved up. Okay, that's where I fucked up. Okay, well, we got the green. We got the green now. That's better. Okay, well, it's a step up. Okay, so then we fill the rectangle with that one. Draw the color, draw the line, draw the color, draw this dotted line. So those two work. Everything here works. But I think what's happening is these two need to switch. So, enter, copy, paste. Now this should work. Hey, we did it! Oh my god, finally. Okay. Woo! So it was all on there. It was just a matter of order. All right. We have successfully used our GPU to render 4 things onto the screen. A green rectangle, a smaller red rectangle, a horizontal blue line, and a vertical dotted line. Okay. Holy shit. We finally did it. All right, we understand how to render on the GPU now. Okay, that was actually pretty easy. Because a lot of this looks complicated, but a lot of this is just setting the draw color. Whenever you see these hexes, this is all just setting the color that we're drawing with, and then we're using it. So let's do something a little more fancy. Let's have, what if I want a bunch of dotted lines periodically horizontally across the screen? So I think we want to nest a for loop, right? So for int I is equal to 0, I is less than screen width. And then we want to go I plus equals, I don't know, 50. Run this function. Run that function. But I plus plus? No, this works. No, that didn't work. Shit. Hold on. Is it I is equal to I plus 50? No. No, that should work. Why isn't this working? Am I doing something wrong? You right now? Package God live. Hello. You're cute. You've said hi and used an emote and hi. Mwah. You should make an RGBA struct and then you can make a function for it. That's what I was thinking, is that we're using this. I think we're going to be using this a lot. Well, are we going to be using it a lot? If we have like a guy and we want like this dotted line to be referenced, yeah, maybe. Actually, you know what? We would use that a lot, because if we have that character with the dotted line, well, let me bring out Paint here. Let me show you guys what I'm thinking. This is when we would use this directly from SDL. If we have a guy here, this is our guy. He's holding a little gun and he's gonna have a dotted line that moves wherever he's facing, okay? But it's not gonna be black, it's gonna be yellow. And what I'm thinking is when we hit an enemy, whoops, black. If we hit an enemy with this gun, like, or not hit, but if it's like, grr, I'm a bad guy, grr. If we like highlight him, it would turn from yellow to red. So that's what I'm thinking, is like, it would make it easier for the player to like target it. And I would imagine this is significantly easier to do in just by having the GPU just draw something on the screen. Aaron TV, hello. Array hit, is that what you call it? Because I can just make it. Like, I would imagine in like Game Maker, it would be trivial to do something like that. But it's cool that we can just reference like SDL and just be like, hey, you know, just draw this color when this happens, you know? When enemy highlighted equals yes, do this thing. Or if, I guess. Gary, you should make the gun start in the middle of the character, not on the side. Okay, smart ass. We're not gonna be making that game, all right? We're making Bejeweled, all right? Let's not get fancy here. Yeah, ray cast and ray on hit color change. I don't receive a hello. Fafado, I did say hello. Potato, I called you a potato. Did you say hi in chat earlier? Is that what happened? I'm sorry, I missed that. It's Devis. It's device. What do you prefer? Device or Devis? I redeemed normal, where normal? Sola, I am normal. Unless you guys want like, you know, maid carry or something. Chat, I got made fun of that my desktop background is weeb, but clearly this is not weeb, right? This is Hatsune Miku, all right? Singing sensation. She is not in an anime, okay? Would it make you guys more comfortable if I just switch to the next? Look, VTubers, not weeb, okay? Not in an anime. Wait, hold on, it's random, sorry, hold on. Okay, that's kind of weeb, but that's fine. It was a new wallpaper, we're experimenting. Okay, fuck, god damn it, okay. All right, chat, smart asses. You guys lost maid privileges, that's what you lost. All right. Wait, where's my window? The fuck? Oh, there you are. Okay, so we have our renderer. Now, why isn't this going horizontally? I is less than screen width. I is equal to 0. I is less than screen width. So it starts on the very corner over here. I plus equals 50. So every 50 pixels it moves across. And every time it hits that horizontal thing, Wicco! Hi, Wicco! You had it right the first time? Wait, what? I don't have it right though. It only references the one horizontal vertical pixels. Don't I want it to render like across? I want to make like an array of like pixels. So I thought we would nest 4 loops and we would have 4 I is equal to 0, so top left. I is less than screen width, so it would go all the way across. I plus equals 50. And for every instance of that, draw this. Oh, it is drawing that, but it's not drawing it on... Oh god. Okay, I see what's going on. Hatsune Miku is weeb. It is not weeb. It is Japanese singer, all right? Do you call fucking... I don't know a Japanese singer, guys. I don't know, Alias? Do you call Korean pop music weeb? No, you don't. You're clobbering the variable I for both loops? Oh, fuck, you're right. I'm sorry. I see what happened. So, I thought that I was local, but that's not true. It's only local in the total loop, and then I'm referencing it twice. Okay, you're right. So now instead of screen width divided by 2, it's A goes here, and this is I, right? Oh, I did it! Oh, chat, I'm learning! It is local, it just creates 2 versions? Oh god. What game are you making? Current plan right now? Click the banana, but at the rate we're going with rendering on the GPU and shit, it's gonna be pretty quick. Wait, do you guys even see everything? I'm looking at Twitch. Do you guys? Oh, you guys do see every line, okay. So the current plan is, click the banana, because that's trivial to make. That's just an array of images and some logic. Then after that, I think we're gonna make a Toho game, because part of this tutorial is with SDL as a framework, because we're actually moving on now to the viewport, whatever that is. Part of it is parallaxing. Where is it? Per pixel collision, scrolling backgrounds. Make infinite scrolling backgrounds. So we're gonna learn parallaxing, which is really cool. So I'm thinking, oh, we can just make a Toho game. I can do that. And we, oh, that's so cool too, because we can practice what we just learned here, chat. Because imagine if one of these little scrolly hardware defined things is a line that starts on your character that moves left and right. And we have the GPU directly render a dotted line on your character pointing upwards to point where you're shooting. I don't even know if you need to do that, but there you go. And yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Make a little Toho game with a parallaxing unlimited background on the bottom. And yeah, just do that. That's pretty awesome. I think that'd be a basic one to do. And then after we do Click the Banana, then the Toho game, then we do Bejeweled, because that's going to be a little bit more work. Bejeweled is going to be hard. It's deceptively hard, because we need to do a lot of if this happens, then do this without nesting a million if then statements, which is like my ultimate sin. So we're going to learn how to get out of that habit. I don't know. There's going to be a lot of things to work on with Bejeweled. After Bejeweled, we might be ready to actually start a real video game. Because if I can make a Toho game and I can make Bejeweled, I can make a simple 2D game, right? At that point. So that's kind of the plan right now. Banana jiggle physics? No banana jiggle physics, okay? We're not doing physics in general. Chat, I don't even want to touch physics. If I wanted to do physics, I would just do like a game engine or something, but we're not doing a game engine. We're doing C++ and SDL as a framework, and that's it. That's all we're gonna do, and then the rest we'll just make the video game on. I don't want to do anything with physics. I'm not a huge fan of physics-based games. I like games. Here's what I like about video games. I like games that make you think for a second or gives you a chance to think, and then you act on that thing, and skill goes from there. So you have a time to think, what's your course of action? Then you act on that, what you've planned to do, and then you evaluate. And then you act, and then you evaluate. That's the kind of stuff I prefer. The Code Bros would say it's funny to use C++ if you're not even using physics. Why? What about C++ is specific to physics? I mean, if you're talking like memory allocation, like super efficient memory allocation, that's C++. Performance this and thus. Nah, I think we'll be fine. If they want to complain, hey, they can make their own video games. I'm making my video games, okay? Okay, well, we fucked around with rendering a lot, so let's just delete it all now. Let's learn, what were we learning? The SDL rendering area with the viewport, and then color keying, render image with transparent backgrounds. Okay, that makes sense. Render parts of textures to use sprite sheets. Oh, I know what that is. Hold on, let's pull up an example. I know exactly what that is. Who doesn't know what that is? It's a sprite sheet. Hold on, isn't there like developer game sprite download? There's some like, is it Game Developer Studios? Nah, it's close. itch.io, no. Craft Picks? No. I want something where it's like Game Dev Market? I'm thinking of a specific website. Maybe it's hold on, let's go to Game Dev and look at their FAQ. Okay, hold on. Where's my FAQ? Getting started. Common program, where do I start? Art resources, opengameart.org. There we go. Okay. So a sprite sheet would be like this bar icon pack thing. And we, yeah, and we can just have like different food items referenced on the thing. So we're going to learn how to do that in a bit. That's kind of cool. Is there one with like a traditional character? Browse textures. Okay. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, there we go. Okay. 100 seamless. Well, there you go. Lens flares. That's cute. Yeah, we're gonna learn how to actually use these. Historical art pieces. Okay, sweet. Is there something a little bit better though? I mean, I was thinking of just like, you know, not textures, like 2D art. I mean, they're not textures, but there we go. Okay, that's what I wanted. Like Super Mario Brothers shit. Okay, so this is the kind of thing where we're gonna learn in a second how to actually grab one specific part of this pixel sheet and then apply it to the game over and over and over again. So we don't have like a million pictures. We just have one picture, one PNG that we then reference part of anytime we ever need anything. Okay, gotcha. The Meowler Terry has a Meowmer to defend it. Well, an in-game weapon is the Meow. What do you guys say? What? A I am planning to use stable diffusion to generate pixel style game elements. I am not an artist, okay? I pay people for art, okay? You think I drew myself? No. I paid a lot of money for this, okay? I paid a lot of money to do this, okay? Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And if I wiggle too hard, look what happens. I start glitching. I'm so bad at drawing, I even can't draw pixel things. Based. So, we're gonna reference another sheet there. I don't know. Ooh. Now this, maybe this is a little much. Maybe that's a little much. But yeah, this is how games used to work, right? You would just load one image and then you would just reference it over and over and over again. The shit? How do you do isometric? I don't even know. Hold on, let me think about this, chat. How would you do isometric in SDL easily? Well, what you could do is just make it pseudo 3D in the sense of like, these are all on a 2D array, but the graphics are just flatter, if that makes sense. It's not like characters in isometric games are truly on a 3D plane. It's actually a 2D map, but your character gives the illusion of movement. That wouldn't be that hard, right? You'd have to have a big enough map. Okay, that would be pretty hard, but you know, it makes sense. I could theorize it. I don't know. There's a lot of cool shit here, chat. Lasers. Oh wow, do I just download this? Well, no. If you're gonna play a Toho game, you don't want to have these kind of lasers, right? The blue ones are good. I like the blue ones. Maybe you could get away with the red ones, but I would never use like the yellow ones. The borders are too vague. Gary, look. You can do an isometric game with 3D elements, but back in the days they just used 2D sprites. Based. Excuse me. Wow, that was right into the mic. I'm so sorry. Excuse me. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna make a Toho game. Can I just like, can we search like, not bullets, lasers? Lasers, bullet collection, the Galaga maybe. I just want like a bullet sheet for a Toho game we're gonna make, because I think that's what the first real game we're gonna make after Click the Banana. No. No. Maybe we do like this one and we just use like the balls here. It's like the blue, we can work with blue, like, oh, this kind of works. Actually, this whole thing works. So we have the blue one I like, the yellow one can work, the green one works, the red one works. Okay, actually all these work. And then maybe like the smaller end of these balls. But yeah, okay, that's pretty sweet. Attribution is not needed. Well, shit, let's practice with that one if we're gonna learn how to do it right now. Oh, wow, there's even more. Holy shit. Okay, yeah, let's fuck around with this. This will be our reference sheet for the Toho game. The issue is that I tend to take my time with projects. Well, who doesn't? Who doesn't take their time with projects? It's a hobby, right? Not a job. You gotta have fun with it, chat. Are we out of music? No, we're not. Custom 3D printer? That sounds complicated. But yeah, I think we use this, right? Because the balls will be useful. The lasers down here will be useful. We might be able to get away with one of these thicker lines, but that's for like very thick lasers that we can telegraph. But anyway, yeah, we're not gonna use the missiles. But yeah, this looks fine. I dig it. Yeah, that'll be a fun little practice thing. So that is gonna go on our desktop. Okay, where is it? Bullet collection goes there. All right, sweet. Okie dokie. Close out of that. Close out of that. That's up. Visual Studio. Okay. Okay. Gotta play the long con. Yara Sorayas, hello, how's it going? Just make it yellow and look like the Doom shotgun? No. We gotta make our games. Game jams often don't finish the project, and then you just charm your team member, and you can use them forever. Gotta play the long con. So anyway, successful tutorial done. We now know how to render from the GPU to do whatever the fuck we want. Okay, sweet. We're probably almost never gonna use the rectangle one, but the line one, we're probably gonna use a lot, actually, especially when we start prototyping shit. It's significantly easier, I'm finding out, in SDL as a framework to draw lines than it is to like reference an image, make a pathway for that image, set up a surface, blit the image onto the surface, refresh the page, versus just pick a color, draw a line. Yeah, that's not that bad. All right. Like the weapon's gonna be Doom shotgun. And then this renders. Okay, sweet. And we're not, oh God, excuse me. And because this quit is equal to false, it actually renders these over and over and over and over and over and over and over again as fast as my monitor can refresh. So even though this is here, I think accidentally I'm actually taxing my, well, taxing quote unquote. I'm actually, it's very unoptimized because this is not an image, right? My GPU is actively rendering these every frame. And these are simple shapes, so it's nothing, right? But I think it's a sign that we need to be a little careful with how we render objects, because I don't think it's wise to render this every frame, right? There's no need to constantly refresh and render this frame constantly. It's not like there's motion we need to account for. So it's just something we have to keep in mind, I think. So the thing is with that is that you can create a mapped file where all the files are already located in the moment you copy the file to memory. You're not gonna make it detailed, but make it like a stick shotgun. What are you guys even talking? Oh, for like Doom? Custom file types are good for that type of stuff. Dirty rectangle updating is what you're looking for. Oh, am I a dirty boy? Is that what you're saying, chat? Because I'm not your dirty boy. It's what your wife is for. All right, next. So we've rendered animation. Oh, wait, no, we're not. Holy shit. We have rendered hardware accelerated shapes. Now we're going to be controlling the SDL rendering area. Here's a viewport. Here's a viewport. What the fuck? Sometimes you only want to render part of the screen for things like mini maps. Using the viewport, you can control where you render on the screen. The fuck? Wait. Chat, am I dumb? I thought rendering the screen was a one size fits all thing. Every time you refresh the screen, the entire thing gets wiped and redrawn. There are games that render different parts of the screen at different paces. Is that actually true? Like, I know that would be the case in like older games, like Punch-Out or something. So on Punch-Out, you wouldn't render the entire arena constantly, right? Or like Pokemon, you wouldn't render constantly, right? So if you're playing Pokemon, the only thing you need to render is like the character, the Pokemon themselves when they move around and shit, and they cast moves, or the health bar, or where the mouse is on the screen. You don't need to render all of it. So maybe that's why, but in like modern day, would you really not render the entire thing? Do we now get new reflections? What? Basically, whenever something gets invalidated, it only renders that part. Oh. Game Boy, for example, had different areas of memory for the HUD in the background. I just want to look funny and stupid. No, you know you're never. What about Mario and Doom style? Interesting. I didn't know rendering was like a different process for different areas of the screen. I always thought it was just a one-size-fits-all thing. All right, sweet. You learn something every day. See that, chat? Learning a framework, we learn more about video games. So So in the top left corner viewport, SDL render rectangle top left viewport. So we're creating a struct called, sorry, my mouth is super dry right now. We're creating a struct of SDL rectangle, calling it top left viewport. This viewport's X and Y is going to be on 0. These are the methods within the struct, right? Then we have the width and the height of it, so the size of it. So what we're saying here is it starts in the top left corner. It is the size of the first quad of the screen. And then we're gonna render set viewport, referencing the global renderer and the address of the top left viewport. What's the point of that? SDL render set viewport this. Okay. SDL render copy, the global renderer, global texture, null. Global texture being something we already set up before because this is bananas. Bananas is what our texture is. Mario gunning down Goombas with a shotgun? I think they made a Flash game about that a long time ago. After we clear the screen, it's time to get drawing. There are 3 regions we're gonna draw a full screen image to. So instead of here's a viewport, it's gonna be here's a banana. First, we're gonna render the top left. This is as easy as creating a rectangle with half the width height of the screen, passing the region to SDL render set viewport. Any rendering done after that call will render inside of the region defined by the given viewport. Okay, so what it's saying here is we're gonna define SDL rect as this viewport. So this part of the screen, the mini map, is gonna have its own rect that needs to be rendered. Render set viewport is gonna be different than render present, right? Because you're not rendering everything on the screen. You're just rendering a specific part of it. So we're referencing the global renderer because that's what we made. And then we're address that we're going to be rendering is the top left viewport. Okay, this makes sense to me. So let's make it. I kind of want to make this appear in every in every viewport, but I know that's not how it's going to work. All right, delete. So we have SDL rect is going to be, what is it going to be? It's going to be, what did we call it? I want to make sure to match the name here. Top left viewport. Okay, and this is going to be defined as, sorry, gotta be our syntax. Okay, so that just exists, I guess. What game are you making? Low-Hi! Current plan right now, we're learning how to fuck around with SDL. I was just about to show you what we made, but ignore that. We're fucking around with SDL. Once we learn that, we're making Click the Banana. Once we're done with Click the Banana, we're gonna make Toho, because we're gonna learn parallaxing and shit, and mouse control, and all the stuff that is necessary to make a Toho, because they're really simple games. Then we're gonna make Bejeweled, which is a little bit more complicated, and then we'll make a real video game. But those are like my 3 test games before I get to like the thing. Because I think if I can make Bejeweled in a Toho game, I can make any 2D game, you know? Gary, you should make Goldmine a VIP. He is. Have a good one, Gary. I gotta work. Thank you. I was about to say he is an extremely nice person, but I have had another person gift sub about 250 times. So, oh no, more than that. Oh my God, how much has that dude gifted a sub on? Has he done 500 gift subs? It's been over 2 years. Mouse control Toho? Yeah, of course. Why would you do a Toho with anything but mouse control? You play Tohos with a controller? Ew. I judge you. Wait, chat, do you guys even know what a Toho is? You guys must, right? Okay, this is a Toho. Okay, this is a Toho. Deceptively difficult to make, but actually it's gonna be pretty easy because all these bullets is like one image cloned a million times in some mathematical pattern, right? Yeah, this is not that bad to make. shit, I can make this. Because, yeah, it's a parallaxing background. There's a foreground with a character that's controlled by your mouse. You have bullets that are shooting upward. You have a bomb that clears the screen. You have bullets going out mathematically. I think I can make this. This is going to be our first game after Click the Banana, which is basically going to be like our first attempt at a real video game. But yeah, it's just, look at this. It's just one bullet sprayed out, you know, a million times in different directions, right? I think it'll be a good little learning experience. I can't imagine what would be difficult about this. Like, a score? Like, even the score would be easy to set up. Does anyone know why this would be difficult? Outside of it just looking difficult? I think I can make this game. I love that game. Perfect Cherry Blossom? Based. It's the only Toho game I've ever played in my life. If there's a feature in a new Toho game, I have no idea what it would be. Gary's having a big ego right now, for real? No shot. I like retro style games. This is not retro. Chad, when did Perfect Cherry Blossom come out? Hold on. Perfect Cherry Blossom. 2008? Oh my God, it came out in 2003. Okay, it's 20 years old, but we don't talk. Oh God, it's 21 years old. We don't talk about it, chat. It's old enough to drink. Composing the classic soundtrack will be the easiest part. Shit, there's a million wannabe like Toho sounding music out there. That's free. It's gonna take him 200 streams. Watch? No way. Yeah, the guy that made the engine from the ground up. How difficult can it be? Are we making an engine? I think we're just programming the game, hard coding it, you know? I don't think we're gonna have like an engine that's meant to be developed on. I think we're just gonna make the game. Like hard code it into the program, you know? Like it can't be that difficult, can it? Enemy is on the screen. Shoot out this JPEG, this PNG at this rate from where you are to location of player. That's, you know, that's fine. Gary should play Terraria. I'm gonna play your mom. All right, enough of that. Let's fuck around with this viewport. All right, so we have viewport. So top left viewport. So now we're gonna call the method in that struct. Top left viewport dot y is equal to 0 is equal to 0. So the location where it's starting is the top left corner, right? And then top left viewport width and height. Okay, right. So top left viewport. Man, I miss code blocks. Viewport dot width is equal to screen width divided by 2. Is that what I'm doing? Based. Top left viewport height is equal to screen height. God damn it. Screen height divided by 2. And then we're going to be calling the render. So SDL render, not the present, viewport. Is it render viewport? Sorry, render set viewport. Okay, grumble. Referencing the global renderer and the address of the top left viewport. Did I do that right? Or is it the texture? Top left viewport. Okay, sweet. Then we render the texture onto where that is. The texture being the thing we made before. SDL render texture under the global renderer. Oh, sorry, render copy. Fuck. Thought we were rendering a texture, but I guess not. Render a copy of the texture. Null. Null. Should be null pointer, maybe. I don't know. Probably just null. Okay, sweet. Now, what does this do right off the bat? I think it's only going to make... Well, it's not going to do anything because we don't have anything open, but... SDL refresh? Screen refresh? Create render, query texture, get viewport. What's the one for keeping the thing active? Because this, if we render this now, if we build this now, it's just gonna be a black screen, right? Yeah, because what happened was, is it flashed for 1 frame and then it immediately deletes. I don't even think you guys saw it. So we need to keep that up. So we need to, oh no, I'm sorry, it's not even doing that. Oh no, yes it is, because it's rendering this, the copy of it. Gary should play Terraria? Nah. Gary's a big bully. That's what big streamers do. Yeah, big streamer here. Double digit Andy. He's small though. The only big thing in his room is the ego he has. Man, you should have seen me 6 months ago, son. There'd be a lot bigger things than my head in the room. I've never tried Final Fantasy VII, but I feel like Don't Starve is better. I am ashamed of you. Oh, chat, I could talk all day about Final Fantasy VII, but I won't. 8-second delay on stream, never mind 12 seconds. Refresh, should be 7 seconds. Okay. After we clear the screen, it's time to get drawing. There are 3 regions we're gonna draw the full screen image to, image. First, we're gonna render the top left, which is what we wrote here. This is as easy as creating a rectangle with half the width height as the screen and passing the region to render set viewport. Any rendering done after that call will render inside region defined by the given viewport. It also has to use the coordinate system of the window it was created in, so the bottom of the view we created will be y equals 480, even though it's only 240 pixels from the top. Mine will be different because I have a different resolution, but that makes sense. So now, I'm assuming, without even cheating, top right, bottom. Okay. If we're gonna make this, let's ask ourselves, based on what we learned, how do we make this? So this, we're gonna copy and we're gonna paste twice, where this is gonna be top right viewport, X will be screen, screen width divided by 2. Y will be screen height divided by 2. Now, the reason this is important is because we're gonna start in the middle of the screen and then we're gonna render again. Yeah, okay, sweet. Now we're gonna do, just call it bottom, I guess. Bottom viewport. Address, bottom viewport. We're gonna do X is equal to, oh no, this needs to be, hold on, I'm fucking up here. This is not divided by 2. Screen height needs to be 0 because we're still on the top of the screen. Okay, my bad. I'm surprised Gary has 20 viewers. Thank you. Please don't, I still have to finish the PS5 copy. Is that so? Okay, then divided by 2, divided by 2. Then X for the bottom viewport, because this will take up the whole bottom half of the screen. This is gonna be screen height divided by 2. Excuse me, this is the X value. I am so sorry. This needs to be 0. Screen height divided by 2. So the reason why we do this is because the bottom left viewport is going to start halfway down the screen, but over here on the left side. So that's why X is 0. But this screen width and screen height need to be, screen width needs to be full, so it goes all the way to the side. Screen height is going to stay divided by 2 because we need it divided by 2. And then bottom viewport. Okay, I should have done that all correctly. Oh, they all need a render copy? Oh, dude. Didn't know that was gonna happen. So they all need separate render copies? Ew. Oh, you know why? The global renderer, because the global renderer can only do one thing at a time. Okay, gotcha. Why is it still Path of Exile and anime? Because we watched anime at some point and we play a lot of Path of Exile here. Gary is among the top good VTubers who are currently learning C++ to make a game. Thank you, Brownie Man. This stream is a series of frames. Hashtag anime. Meowletary. That's just an adorable name. Okay, so now we have everything rendered. Here we define the top right area. Screen height divided by 2. Okay, we did that all correctly. Did it correctly. Sweet. And that's everything? Okay, I deleted something I shouldn't have. Hold on. 1 second, I have to add render present global renderer. Oh, wait, what? This should work. Doesn't work. Why isn't this working? Is this like a, I'm not giving it anything to render? Hold on, let's give it like a red rectangle or something. No. What am I doing wrong? So I have 3 viewports. They're all rendering what is on the renderer, defined as G texture. So what is global texture locked to? Texture is locked to the image loading. Well, that's fine. Yeah, renderer accelerated. Well, that works. So it does successfully get to here every time. So now we're in the main program, but I'm fucking something up here. Am I drawing black? Is that the issue here? Hold on. No, nothing's getting drawn. Gary, you're now aware. Gary, you are now aware of your blinking and breathing. No, I have been aware of my breathing. I'm like, can't breathe through my nose right now. Ugh. So we set the render draw color to this. And then we're gonna render clear. Maybe instead of clearing, we don't draw any of these? Maybe that's the problem? No, still black. What's going on here? This is all correct. This is correct. What are we doing here? Render draw line, update screen. Do I need render present at the bottom maybe? No, that didn't work. Why isn't this working? Clear the screen. I mean, I guess we could try that. So what that does is that just clears the screen completely before we start, but that's still going to be the same problem. Is it because we're not actually drawing anything? So we clear the screen. It's time to get drawing. So clear the screen, get drawing. Render viewport at top left. At top right. Render the texture to the screen. So I'm not defining a texture right now, right? Is that the issue? So we need to load the texture. SDL texture, the pointer, we've done that. We created the window. We loaded the texture, close. Render present, render copy, render clear. So this is all working. We have our textures. Void close is still calling those two. Global renderer null. So this is all correct. I didn't know there's a blue slime gender on Snapchat. What? Listen, all right, the dance emote needs work. It's a little too fast, a little too squinty to figure out what's going on. It needs help. So we've successfully called the viewports, but why isn't our texture rendering on each one? The program works, so we know we get to here. We're clearing first, so that's correct. The viewports are referenced correctly. Why doesn't it work? Did you load the G texture somewhere? Well, yeah, it should on the initialization, right? Initialize. Success equals false. Get window surface. Oh, wait, did I not? Jasm! You shouldn't make it into a buzz motherfucker. No, I'm thinking, maybe we didn't load the global renderer. Or the global texture. What did we do with it? Hold on. We still have it. Okay, global texture, here. Destroyed there. Oh, I never defined the global texture. Okay. Shit. Load texture. Oh. So if we want a texture, I'm thinking. So we need to call the global texture or at least define it. So would we do like texture? It's not querying the texture. Is it image load texture? Load an image from a file system path into a GPU texture. The SDL texture represents an image in GPU memory, usable by SDL renders API. They can be significantly more efficient than using... Oh, this is the one we never got to call before. Oh, so rather than doing all the surface shit. Okay. Load texture, parentheses. We need the texture, which is... Oh, no, we need the renderer, and then we need the fed... Okay, so global renderer, and then we need the character file, which is C underscore path. What was that before? Path.c underscore str. Path.c underscore str parentheses. Maybe that? Build errors. Trying to match argument list for SDL renderer. Here? Load texture? Oh, is it a pointer and then I define it? No, that's not it. Is C++ a good language to start from scratch with no experience? Kegels! I'll allow it. Sorry, I see some responses that were blocked because of names. Why not use load texture function you wrote? The reason why is because, well, we should. The reason why is because image load texture is a new version of it and I wanted to try it. Load texture. Wait, what did I write? Yeah, it was just load texture with a capital. Parentheses, and we need a string path, so we're gonna load texture. Why is that blocked? Because it's very close to a bad name in English. Why would you recommend C++? Well, I learned C++, starting, what is this, day 12? So 3 hours a day, 2.5, 3 hours a day. So maybe 33, 34 hours into C++, and I'm learning SDL and I've gotten this far. So I don't know, 30 hours in. This is my randomly generated name from a game. Hey, we've all played RuneScape at some point. I get it. Okay. Load texture, and we're gonna call the global renderer, right? Wait, what does it need? It just needs a string path. So, banana or wow? Is equal to, wait, do I do equal to global texture? I forgot how we called this. It was global texture is equal to that. Doesn't work, but it does work, but it just doesn't work. How did we call that image again? Global texture is equal to this function. This load texture is the function we made where we're returning the new texture, which is the which is a PNG into a format that it understands. Okay. So we return the new texture, which is this, and this is equal to global texture. So the equals thing is where I'm fucking up. All right, let's look at our program before. Texture loading. New texture is equal to SDL create texture from surface. Oh, is that the shit I need? So we need to define a new texture. New texture is equal to that. SDL texture, okay. Now I'm remembering. So we need to have SDL new or SDL texture pointer new texture equals null pointer. Gotcha. So yeah, this is where I wanted to try that new thing without having to do all this null pointer shit, but I get it. SDL surface is equal to loaded surface equals image load. No, this is the, we've already done this. Wait, I've already done that exact thing down here. Yeah, I already have that. The fuck? I want to code for a living so I can escape the matrix. Based. How the fuck do I define the global texture? I don't just want to, so what's happening is that we are successfully rendering the window. We have 3 different viewports that are being rendered, right? We have one up here, and one long one down here. But we're not actually rendering the textures. So when was the last time we referenced the global texture? Okay. That's destroying it. And nowhere else. I mean, my belly button worms aren't all bad. Ew. You should load texture outside of the while loop. Upload/unload the same texture in a hot loop. Not what you want. Oh. Okay. So you're saying outside of the while loop, we need to go initialization, load media, global texture is equal to load texture wow.png. Is that right? No. Global texture is still not defined. Maybe it's the address of wow.png? Well, that definitely didn't work. No. There was the error loading an image, couldn't open WoW. So yeah, if we do this, it successfully loads that image. It finds the image and it's loading, but it's not printing. There's something up with the rendering here, I think. Isn't that weird? Maybe What does render copy actually demand of a thing here? It demands renderer an SDL texture pointer texture. SDL texture pointer texture is this. Global texture is equal to load texture. Yeah. So when we say global texture, that should be defined here as this function, right? Is this not supposed to work? Such a problem-solving thing. Try debugger? No, let's not. Fine. It didn't do anything. Load texture is defined as what? Well, load texture is just a function I made to call that image correctly. So if we scroll down to my load texture function, we have SDL texture pointer, load texture, this string, right? The string being the image the path is on, right? This whole function is to translate a PNG, create a surface, load the surface, return the new texture, which is the format that the program understands as an image to be printed, and we're making global texture equal to it. Unless you're saying something like new, or not int, SDL texture pointer, new texture is equal to this texture, and then say global texture is equal to new texture, the address of it. There's no shot this works. Nope, that did not work at all. Holy shit. I wish I could give Meowletary the gifted sub gold mine gave me. Aw, cute. So load texture seems like it's working. It is working. I know it's a successful function. We've used it a lot. I just thought setting the global texture to that value of load texture of wow.png, whatever path that's on, I thought that would work, but it doesn't. In fact, everything works successfully. It's just not actually rendering what we want it to. I wonder why. We clear the renderer. And then render copy. Copy a portion of the texture to be current rendering target. The target is blended with the destination based on its blend mode. Call Meowletary cute. He might be a little cat with actual intelligence, unlike my cat. Chat, why am I so nasally right now? Ew. The line is correct. Keep it. Okay, that's what I thought. No, I'm not intelligent. You're intelligent in my eyes. You're cute. I'm not cute though. I sound like a dick. Ew. Okay, well, let's critically think about this. Render present? That doesn't matter. Chat, why do we need a render present? We're not rendering present the entire thing, are we? Global renderer. So I know what this is. We used it a lot. I thought if we were rendering different copies of the screen, why would we want to render this on top of it? And there are build errors. What the fuck? SDL render. Oh, sorry. It worked. Okay. Oh, Jesus. You know why this doesn't work? Oh, God. I know why this doesn't work. And it has nothing to do with programming. It's the image. Hold on. Instead of wow.png, let's try banana. Okay, well, we have a banana. It's just a really, really, really big banana. Okay, thank you. Really? So even though we're rendering only a part of the screen, like a mini map, it still doesn't show until we render the entire screen again. Okay, it's interesting. Sentient Juice Slave, hello! Welcome to the trying to get bananas to show on the screen. Censored banana? Mary. Okay. So let's think about this. We need to adjust the size of the texture. Maybe. Can I do something like global texture dot x is equal to screen width divided by 2? Global texture dot y is equal to screen height. There's no shot this works. Nope, that is not a method. It's not a method at all, actually. OpenGL, I see? False. This is nothing to do with OpenGL. This is just SDL. This is just the framework. There's no OpenGL in sight. Tip, try to use the case-sensitive file name path directories. It will help with Linux. We have bigger fish to fry right now. I don't know what you mean by case-sensitive, unless you mean like this, but I just capitalized everything. Maybe with pointer, global texture is a point. Oh, bitch, you're so right. Global texture dot x points to the value of screen width divided by 2. That must be how you do that. Screen height divided by 2. This must work. Fuck. God damn it. Okay. No, like global texture X? What? You're saying like that? What kind of syntax is that? There's no shot this is what I have to do. No. Undefined type SDL texture. That doesn't really make sense to me, but I'll take it. So basically, we have a couple of, well, while we're thinking about this, this gets my mind off of our problem right now. So we have our C++, right? That's what we're learning for a while. Now, in order to get a video game to run on your desktop, you can't just make the game. You need to load graphics, and this was an attempt at a sword, hold on. You need to load graphics. You need to load a lot of shit. You need to refresh the frame, right? Rather than rediscovering the wheel and making it so that we have to program everything in C++ from scratch, including hardware acceleration, we're using SDL. Sorry, I am so nasally right now. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, I can barely breathe through my nose. So we have SDL, which is a framework for making a video game, right? It's how you make the window, it's hardware acceleration to draw shit on the screen. What we're learning now is a viewport, so we have the screen and then we divide it up into here. So if we have the mini map up here, we just refresh this. That's what we're doing right now, right? This is not a video game engine, okay? This is a framework, meaning it provides all like the hardware stuff to like mess with windows and shit. We could go further and learn something like OpenGL or Vulkan. And the whole point of these is, or Unity, the whole point of those is they are still not well, Unity, baby. Some of those are still not game engines, but they still work under the framework of SDL, which works under our logic of C++, right? So we're just learning SDL, and we're gonna make a video game with just these two. We don't need a graphics library because we're not making 3D games. We're only gonna make 2D games. So Toho games, Bejeweled, and then whatever else we make after that, right? That's SDL. Now, this is all great until you render something and it's just a nightmare. Oh, Jesus. It's just a black box, chat. Wait, what? Oh. Lied. It's a censored banana. What's happening is that the banana screen, what's happening is that we have a banana, but it's really, really, really zoomed in, and I don't understand why. My guess is that the banana picture is just really, really big, but maybe not? Unity, maybe? Instead of reworking the wheel, let's just remake the axle it connects to. Exactly. It might be your viewports are incorrect. Try to render one viewport at a time. This won't work. No shot. No. Whoops. I did not mean to delete them. Copy and then delete. There's no shot this works. The fuck? Chat, I'm so confused. Why does only rendering one viewport in the top left give me one banana? I don't understand. Why does that work? So if we have multiple viewports, we get one big censored banana. The fuck? It just works? So if I delete this doesn't work. No, it doesn't. Okay, sweet. Wait, is it the bottom viewport that's fucking everything up? Is that what's going on? Build errors. Why? Huh? Wait, top left. Oh, chat, I just realized. You guys catch it? I just saw it. No, it's not top left is undefined. Look at how much I did top left. This should be top right viewport. Oh, shit. My bad. I was like, why is that appearing all blurry? Holy shit. I can't believe how easy that was to miss. And now this is bottom. Man, that was so easy to miss. Now this'll work. Hey, we did it! We have our bananas! Chat. We just made ourselves some bananas. This is why programming teachers say not to copy and paste. Listen, you little smart asses. I just made Banana Man here, and you're just hating on me, you know? I can copy and paste. Listen, chat. Okay, I have a question for you, chat. This is like a programming question, because our first game is gonna be click the banana, but I have a question, all right? What would be better practice before we kind of go down this path? Sleepy Mushroom, thank you for following, and you're saying hi. Oh, you're so friendly. Hi, hello. You, dude, why hasn't there been a mushroom VTuber, like a mushroom lady with like really big boobs? I bet they would make a lot of money. Anyway, so we're gonna make Click the Apple, right? What would be better practice in your guys' opinion, okay? Would it be better to have a, okay, let's imagine we have a 5x5 situation. So we have 5, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we have a 5x5 array, right? Is it better to use a C++ 5x5 array, or vector, whatever you want to call it, and then have the images blighted on to every individual element of those arrays? Or is it better to set up 25 viewports that all individually render the image, and then when we click on it, we change the texture out of that viewport? Which one would be better? I just don't know what would be like more better practice, if you catch my drift. Does that make sense? This is where I'm leaning on like programmers like with experience, because I can go down either path, like either one will work. I just don't know what better practice is. The first choice, so we're gonna have a Well, if we want to really try hard, we would have a C++ vector where each difficulty would have like a bigger and bigger array where only one banana appears anyway. So it's kind of a joke. But anyway, we could have a 5x5 even C style array, and every element is going to be an image of an apple. Right, just a bunch of apples everywhere. And then at random, there's gonna be a banana. User clicks the banana, ooh, so shiny. They get a point, and then it gets replaced with an apple, and the banana spawns somewhere else. Like, that's click the banana, right? Obviously a trivial game, but it's meant to teach. Or a C++ array and not a C style array. Ah, tomato, tomato. I'm gonna go, Gary, have fun with your game. See you later, just shocked. Have a good time. So the viewport thing, so I guess my question is, what is the practical application of a viewport? Because, cup of tea, Joy, hello! Because as I understand it, well, actually, let's test something real quick before we do anything. Let's get rid of the global renderer. Renders nothing. Okay, so I guess my question now is, what is the point of a viewport? I know we referenced a bitmap a second ago. Cup of tea, Joy. Oh, sorry, cup of TJ. Excuse me. So, what is the practical use of a viewport? Let's think about this. They said minimap, but I don't understand what the point of that is. Because when you render the viewport, that is not referencing, or not, it's not refreshing the entire screen, right? You're only rendering in the buffer until the whole screen gets wiped. So, what's the point? Is it, maybe if you have a lot of elements on the screen and you have limited memory, even in the buffer, it's better to only render part of the screen? Because if we want to change this banana into an apple, in the buffer behind what we currently see, we can just change that viewport into an apple and then refresh the entire screen. And that's easier on our computer than having just anything else done. Most people touch rendering code as little as possible, so only one viewport. I feel like if we're using C++, not caring about memory is kind of a dick move. I don't know. I feel like a cock if I did that. You know, we should care a little. Also, I wonder why SDL? Because in my uneducated, very limited research opinion, I feel like all I needed or all I wanted was just a framework to like call images. Because all I want to make is 2D games, right? I have no interest in 3D games. So all I want to do is 2D games. A game engine would be obnoxious. And I feel like when you play video games that are, you can tell when somebody puts passion into a video game, you know? Even if I build it all myself, I feel like people are gonna have a better sense of fun with an engine, quote unquote, an engine built around the game, you know? Damn, and here I was making header files. Well, I'm gonna make header files, but SDL takes care of like window creation and terminating things at the end of the program and loading textures and parallaxing and hardware acceleration. It just takes care of all the hardware shit, so I could just focus on like the game logic, which is the fun part of programming for me. I got a whole texture loading file. Damn, I have SDL grab texture. I have SDL load texture. Those are just a couple of lines of code with SDL. Yeah, Commodore, you know it, baby. Clip rendering and sprite sheets seems to be what you need. Isn't that our next lesson? Is that what you're saying? I should just move on to the next lesson now? Thank you. All right, we did it. So now, color keying. Rendering images with transparent background using color keying. This seems like it's really quick. What's next anyway? Render parts of textures to use sprite sheets. Very important. Change your texture's color using color modulation. I don't know why you would do this. I'd rather just use GIMP or something, but cool. Render you know what? I lied. There is a use for that. If you have like Like, let's say you are making Halo and your character gets shot from the side, right? And part of your screen turns red. I could see a world in which you would use color modulation via your graphics card to just change the value of your interface to red for a moment and then switch back. Okay, I could see a world where that happens. You don't need to like have separate images of your same. Okay, I get it. Oh my goodness, I hate stuffy noses. Same, but I had to write most of that shit. Maybe I'll check it out. Oh. Yeah, you're a better programmer than me, in probably all of you, but this is fun. I like this a lot. Animations in sync with the monitor refresh rate. Render animations in sync with the monitor refresh rate. That's not automatic? Oh God, wait. So if I have an animation that's 60 frames a second, and I have a game that refreshes 60 times a second, those don't necessarily go in sync? Oh, I know why. Because you load it into the buffer first. And if you load something into the buffer, it's gonna be late. Okay, I kind of get it. Middleware engines feel like a tease for me. Like, I don't know what I'm doing because they don't hold my hand. And if it's not holding my hand all the way and I have to write game logic, SDL doesn't sound like a lot of extra work compared to Game Maker. I disagree. But I don't know if I'm educated enough about programming to tell you why. I think I disagree with you because Game Engine is a very interesting program. So famously, Undertale was made in Game Engine and they decompiled the game. And what Game Engine did was they made Undertale have all of its dialogue in a 1000 case switch statement, which is hilarious. Rather than referencing like a JSON file or even like a notepad file, it's just that. Cup of TJ is following. You're so cute, thank you. Wait, no, I'm sick. Distant. Middleware engines feel like a tease. I don't know. I like this though. This is fun. Like, seriously, chat, all I'm learning here is just the hardware, like sound and controller rumbling for whatever that's worth. That's kind of cool. So for those of you on mobile, wait, can your phone like vibrate? Multiple windows rendering to a texture. Legacy OpenGL, multi-touch desk textures. Yeah, scrolling backwards. I think what we're gonna do, load and save binary files. I think what we're gonna do is probably particle effects. Maybe we stop at particle effects. No, fuck, I do want to learn bitmap fonts. I want to learn stream texturing. Oh God, I want to learn all this. Chat, there's so much to learn. It's exciting. This tutorial is great, by the way. I love this tutorial. I guess I'll just paste it for those of you who never seen this before. It's pretty cool. It's a little outdated, but it's cool. The tutorial guy is also a little bit sassy. He's like, stop emailing me about this. Know your binary. He's like that kind of personality. Why don't you just learn the stuff when you want to learn, when you need it? This is more fun. I'm the kind of guy, chat, where I thrive in a classroom setting, okay? I really like sitting in front of the teacher and not taking notes. I like sitting there, eating the lecture in full, understanding, look at everything they write, understanding what they say, ask questions, and then after class, write down notes, right? That's how I learn. That's how I thrive. Because if you guys don't know, I was valedictorian, right? I did very, very well in school. I was 4.2 or something stupid. Did very, very well in school. And so the way I did it was I would go to class, I would sit in the very front seat, and like, I'm talking like as soon as you get in, front seat, like that kind of seat. And I listened to the teacher. I would never take notes, and my tutors hated me for this, but I just never take notes. And then I would write down after class everything I learned, And then if I had to study, I would, but generally that was more than enough. And then that's how I studied a lot. How are you gonna finish your game in a week? I won't. I will not do that. Unless you're saying click the banana. Oh, baby, click the banana? We're making that shit like... Hold on. We're at color keying, alpha blending. Probably when we complete mouse events. Probably after mouse event tutorial, maybe even key states. Then we'll be ready to make Click the Banana, which is like our first real video game. But after Click the Banana, we're gonna probably finish all of this, at least until parallaxing. Well, no, we need to learn particle engines too. But after that, then we're ready to make a Toho game. But that's gonna be like more than a week for sure. Chat, how do you listen to a sick people? Valedictorian of 9 people. Excuse me, it was 16, you son of a bitch, okay? Some of us grew up in a town of 700 people, okay? Gary, what'd you do for fun? We had bonfires and rat stomping, all right? That's what we did for fun. You want to render a grid of images? SDL render copy, third and fourth arguments might be what you need. Oh. No, I think an array would be better, what's up? Because render copies work until you need to update, until I implement game. Well, think about it, right? Part of our thing is game logic, right? In Click the Banana. And we need to have a, it could honestly just be the C style RNG. It doesn't need to be fancy, right? We're not doing security here. So it could just have like the system based RNG in C or something, right? Shuffle. And the shuffle needs to reference an element in that 2D array. So I feel like render copy isn't really gonna do what we think we want it to do, you know? I struggled in school, but not because I wasn't smart. I didn't feel safe. Damn. I cannot relate. Try to read it. Also, wait, what? SDL render copy. Copy a portion's texture to the current rendering target. Int SDL render copy parameters renderer, so global renderer, texture, global texture, constant s rectangle, src rectangle, a dst rectangle, function parameters, the source SDL rectangle structure or null, the destination SDL structure or null for the entire rendering target. The target will be stretched to fill the given rectangle. Return 0. Is this gonna solve our problem? Because all I see is a renderer, a texture, rectangle, rectangle. It's almost oh, we did use render copy. Chad, that's what I'm using now, you nerds. What the hell? It's what here, look. I have 3 render copies. That's how we get this. If banana is clicked, potassium equals true, based. Chat, do you guys like fruit smoothies? I love fruit smoothies. I put kale in my fruit smoothies because it's so good. The fruit smoothie is not kale. Kale is disgusting. But you put kale in it and a banana and yogurt and, but it's like fat-free, like Greek yogurt. And then like frozen something to make up for the lack of ice or just throw in ice. And it's really good. Would recommend. Random question, but what made you want to make a game from scratch since I'm new to the lore here? What made me want to make a game? Life is short. Life is not unlimited, okay? As you get older, you start realizing that what you find fun, right? I would say around the age of 25, you start realizing who you are really, right? It's one thing when you're a teenager and you're like, you don't understand me, mom. It's another thing when you're 25 and you have a lot more life experience. Maybe you've been married, maybe you haven't had any relationship and you're like, you know what? This is what I enjoy. This is what I don't enjoy. I'm gonna pursue what I like. I enjoy entertaining, right? I like being at the center of the screen and being like, hey guys, what's up? Right? That's what I enjoy. So I chose to stream, right? And I chose VTubing because of complicated market reasons, but we can talk about that later. So I'm streaming, right? Now I stream to basically entertain, but what I use to entertain is I keep an open mind about, right? Used to be a lot of Path of Exile. I made Path of Exile videos and I got like 5-digit views on my videos, the highest one getting like 14,000. And I was very proud of that. And then it kind of not died off in views, I just died off in interest. But over time, I've been bouncing from game to game and project to project. And then about, 12 days ago, I was like, you know what? Let's learn C++, just for fun, just to try it. And I kind of got some views. And I was like, okay, this is enough views to like entertain people with another programming stream. So then I was like, let's learn C++ and let's learn, you know, arrays. And this was like hours 4 through 6 of learning C++ because I streamed 3 hours a day. And then that got more views. And then I streamed again and it got even more views. So chat, you have to understand, for new people here who don't know this, if you looked at my stream 2 weeks ago, my average viewership was like 6. Okay, single digit. I'm single digit Andy over here. It wasn't until I started programming again and again and again that we're averaging like 28 viewers a stream nowadays, which is a lot for me. Obviously, I'm no XQC here. I'm no Hassan. I'm no Pokimane, although I am as cute. I'm getting a lot of viewership, and so I'm like, okay, well, fuck, let's learn SDL. Then I got more viewership. And now we're at the point where it's like, okay, well, let's make a video game. And you know, I find enjoyment in this, not necessarily because of the video game part, although it is super interesting to me, because, you know, I play video games. Fuck, this is fun as shit. But more so for the entertainment part. That's what I'm interested in, you know? And if that makes me a sellout, well, hey, call me Shirley and call me a sellout, but Twitch needs programmers that actually program. There's a lot of those, aren't there? Like, I feel like the overlap between Twitch streamer and people interested in programming is like almost entirely overlapped with each other, you know? But I'm learning programming because, you know, it's a new skill, it's a new hobby. I enjoy it. I have a lot of people here helping me, but that's just kind of, you know, where I'm at with things. But yeah, I enjoy this a lot. That's kind of the logic here. And hey, we get to make motherfucking video games, boys! That's why I'm not interested. That's why I'm learning C++, by the way. It's because, well, if you're gonna make video games and that's the only thing you're gonna do with programming, you might as well learn C++. And we're learning SDL, so I don't have to get into like the real nitty gritty of like hardware acceleration shit. A lot of programming streamers talk about programming without doing it. What do you mean? Like, what I'm doing now? You mean we have like this on the background the whole time and I'm not programming? Some people are interested in programming while in a hot tub. Wait, don't I have a hot tub pic? Hold on. Don't I have a hot tub background? 1 second. Doesn't count. Final Fantasy VII. There we go. Look, I'm a hot tub streamer, Mom. See, I can program while being in a hot tub. Easy peasy. Anyway. Boop. Okay. Stop distracting me, chat. Why are you distracting me? We need to get on task here. All right. So we just learned the viewport. That's what this action was. We now have 3 viewports. Top left, top right, bottom, but really stretched. And the reason why it's stretched, by the way, is because we've defined in our load texture function that the image is going to be stretched to the parameters we have given it. So if we didn't want that, we could change the image. There's a lot of ways to do that. Try one full window port, render copy, rectangle. It will appear quarter top left. Oh shit, that's worth trying. Hold on. So get rid of these. Well, we're doing a little experimenting here. Bear with me. So you're saying everything is the same here, but null pointer, which is this guy. I should put null pointer. That's better practice here. Null pointer, SDL rect, which is defining a new struct rectangle with an array of 0, 0, screen width divided by 2, and screen height divided by 2. And this should make 4 of them, right? This should make 4 bananas. Didn't work! Wait, what's wrong? While trying to match the argument list, this... See declaration SDL render copy. I think you're confusing something. This is SDL rec. Do I have to say like test or something and then use it? Because, yeah. There were build errors. Something's wrong here because SDL rect is not a function, right? It's like a struct. Can you make an array out of a struct? Oh, sorry, it needs a pointer. Okay, I got you. Like that? No! STL rect dest. SDL render copy, no pointer dest. Oh God! First declare the pointer and pass the function at dest. Oh! Oh, so you're saying define a rectangle with that array and then point to that rectangle. I got you. Okay, so you're saying do this. So you're saying do that first, which makes sense, and then rather than doing this, we're pointing to the address of dest. Am I getting that right? No, because it's not an address, it's just dest. Doesn't work. Missing a semicolon? Listen, chat, you little smartasses. Don't be getting angry at me with your sass. Congratulations, Gianna. Chat, you made 1 banana. You played yourself, okay? Does this look like an array of bananas? Am I drowning in bananas right now? Am I the banana man? No, I'm 1 banana. What am I gonna do with 1 fucking banana, chat? I can't believe you people. I can't believe you made me make an array. We went through all that effort. I lost 3 viewers. I'm just fucking with you, it's fine. It's okay. So make that render copy. Wait, they didn't do anything. Change the dest values. So that's the X, that's the Y. That's the width, that's the height. That's the array. So that's the viewport, and that's the render copy. Chat, there is literally no difference. You duplicated it itself, right? Why not repeat the texture? Well, what's funny, chat, is you did this again. Look, we just redefined the same thing twice, right? Because this and this is literally the exact same thing. So watch this. Delete this and delete, or well, just call it null pointer, really. And just play. And it's the exact same thing because you guys just recreated what we've already done. There we go. And this is 3 bananas. You need 2 nested loops to make a grid. It's not the same thing. Okay, well, we get it. Like maybe you would, actually no, hold on, I am right. Because you can't nest this in an array. You can't have an array, you can't have a 2D array where you recreate a struct 25 times. That doesn't work, right? Because then you would have errors everywhere because you're defining the same term again and again and again. You would need a 2D array and then print by reference every copy of that rectangle. And at that point, we are in the realm I originally thought we were going to be. But it has nothing to do with the viewport. At that point, we are just rendering the copy of this. So if what we would need, well, hold on, chat. Now we're, oh, hold on. Now we're cooking with fire here. What if we delete all this? What if I do this? For I equals 0, I is less than screen width semicolon, and then I plus equals, oh god, screen width divided by 2. I think that works. Do this function. For A is equal to 0, I is less than screen height, I plus equals, I'm not looking at chat right now. I know I'm right. Shut up. Screen height, I plus or equals screen height divided by 2. Do this. Okay, I think I did this correctly. I'm not looking at chat. I'm just gonna press render and I know it's gonna work, I believe. Is it shift tab? Wait, how do I do that easily? Is it shift tab? Render. Fuck! What did I do wrong? With screen width, screen height, render this. Is it this syntax that I'm fucking up? Copy the texture into the renderer one by one in specific positions so they make a grid, and don't use more than one viewport. Not even close! Oh, sorry, thank you. Int I. Thank you. See that, chat? That's that good shit. What the fuck? Why is there one banana? Is it the viewport? What? Chat, why is there one banana? I don't get it. Why? Why is there one banana? You know what I think it is? I think it's because we have our PNG and our load texture function is currently set to be screen hidden. I just figured it out. Look at this. Where is it? Where are you, little fucker? It's somewhere. We define something as screen wide. It must be under the load texture, right? No. No. Screen surface. No. Where am I defining the PNG as fitting within the screen? It must be, oh, there. Oh no, that's create window of that screen width to screen height. Okay, that makes sense. Image flag equals false, gram window surface global window. Somewhere, I must define that somewhere, that the image is that length. Is it this? Global surface equals format 0? Divide by 2 maybe? Is that where I'm converting it? It must be under this surface, right? You need to specify the third and fourth argument for render copy so the texture moves to the correct call. What? You need to specify the third and fourth argument for render copy. Oh, you're so smart. Thank you. So that's... Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Oh, chat. How did I fuck this up? A. So width is I. Height is A. Print. Fuck. does that work? I'm just staring at this. I don't understand why this is not working. I and A are not pointers, but I don't need pointers, do I? The pointers, in order to get this one, it's the renderer pointer, global renderer, the texture, global texture, rectangle, fuck, it is a pointer, god damn it. Wait, why do I need a pointer to render a location? Okay, breathe, it's okay. Can I point to screen surface? How about that? Screen, global screen surface. Can I point to that? And then... Fuck, no, it's defined. Shit. Chat, I need to point to a pointer? Oh, God. Think of the first cell of the grid. What its position and size? It's 0. That makes sense to me, hence why I and A are 0. So my thought process was screen width, I, which is 0, going up by screen width twice until it equals screen width. Was that the issue? No. It must be IA, right? How does that not work? Oh no, it is less than, I'm sorry. It is less than, not equals then, because otherwise that would print an extra 2 images. 9 images, oh God. 6? The third one should be a null pointer. No, 0000 would not be visible. Your int is not a pointer. Put that info into an SDL rectangle? What? So you're saying like, okay, ignore the view part of this. This SDL rectangle is the array. Right? Oh, it needs to print the rectangle. Oh, shit. Chat, it's not actually printing it. Wait, does that work? No, it doesn't, but we're getting closer. So I need to print this rectangle. Right? It's still not a pointer? Int is not a pointer. What do you mean? It's a struct. This? At? Oh my God, it's a banana again. Chat, why is there only one banana? Oh God, all I want is 4 bananas. Pass the rectangle reference. Okay, that works. The fuck? I don't know why I'm reading this. I have the same resource. Rectangle SRC. Okay, so what is this erection and what is this erection? SDL rect. Okay, this constant SDL rect is pointer. It is this. Yeah, it is at top left viewport. That is the pointer of SDL rect. So this is a rectangle. Ignore the name. This is just a rectangle. Source and destination rectangle. What does that mean? Copy a portion. The texture's color is based by color modulation. The texture is blended with the destination based on its blend mode. I don't understand. So we have a renderer. We have a texture. We then have the rectangle that this texture is loaded into, and then a rectangle for something else. But what's the difference between SR correct and DS tracked? So it's destination? The source of the rectangle is the texture. You will need a full rectangle of the texture to see the full banana. But with a null pointer of the destination, I see the full banana. So the third argument should be the full rectangle, which null pointer is default to full rectangle. Oh, so these need to switch. So you're saying it should be at the rectangle pointer top left viewport. Chad, there's still one banana. Oh God. Oh God, it's one banana all the way down. Oh. So the third argument should be a full rectangle, which null pointer is default to full rectangle. SRC and DST by convention is source and destination. The destination of the rectangle of the viewport is the rectangle of the viewport. Okay, ignore the viewport. I'm assuming you mean the viewport rectangle we've established. So let me understand this correctly based on what you guys are saying, okay? We have a function. We are doing this function 4 times, okay? Based on screen width and height. We should have 4 bananas in each quad, right? Then in every quad, we copy using a renderer, the banana texture, the null pointer source, and the rectangle we've specified of the correct size. We render that every quad, but when we render the image, it does successfully keep it in a quad, but there's only 1 banana. There should be 4 bananas. You didn't change the destination in the loop. Oh, this needs to, oh, I'm a genius. Hold on. Top left viewport dot X is equal plus equals screen width divided by 2. And then we do the same thing here. Dot Y plus equals screen height divided by 2. We have 2 bananas! Oh God, how do we have 2 bananas? Why is there 2 bananas? Okay, well, we're getting closer. I mean, oh, I know why. Because the width needs to go into the other 4 function. Okay, my bad. My bad. Oh my God, we still have 2 bananas! Oh my God, how the fuck? Chat, the logic is going so over my head that at no point are we ever gonna get 4 bananas. It's impossible. This logic. Should it go down here? Do they both go down there? No shot. That's not gonna work. Fuck you. There's still 2 bananas! Rename top left viewport to cell rectangle. You change the destination based on I and A. Oh, it's I and A. Oh, you're right. This is a better one. Thank you. Here. Okay, this works. Oh my God, this should work. Thank you. I don't know what F12 did, but it fucked my shit up. Okay, hold on. Okay, this should work, right? Oh my God, there's 3 bananas. Well, we're getting closer. Oh God, how do we have 3 bananas? One day we'll get 4 bananas, okay? Hold on, you're right. It shouldn't be plus minus. It should just be equal. Okay, this, please, for the love of God, give me 4 bananas. Chat, we have 3 bananas in the other direction. How? How is there a missing banana here? I don't understand. Am I putting it in the wrong place? Maybe I goes down here? I don't know what I just did there. Maybe I goes here because it should be outside of the A loop. Now we have 2 bananas. Before the render? What? Why would that go before the renderer? That makes no sense. Oh my God, you're right. Oh, chat. Oh my God, I just minimized all my windows. Hold on. I'm running blind here. Okay, jeez. Chat, how the fuck does that make 4 bananas? Whatever, we have 4 bananas. We did it. Oh my God, it's over. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, we have successfully made 4 bananas, and I didn't need chat to. In fact, you guys were in the way. I think I successfully logicked my way out of that, and you guys made things confusing. I think I need to go solo next time on that problem. Okay, let's understand what I just did here, okay? What we did was we have a nested for loop, similar to the nested for loops to make like a 2D array, except instead of a 2D array, we are instead running the SDL render copy function using as parameters our global renderer, our global texture, the banana, a null pointer which describes the source destination, which by default is, I believe, a rectangle, a 0 of some kind. And then we have the address of top left viewport, which is the rectangle that we built as a struct earlier. Now, the reason why I was confused is because what was happening is that even though we have a nested for loop, it was actually always rendering to that destination of this, which is 0, 0. So what we actually had to do was define the method of that struct, which is the X function or the Y function, which is the location on the screen, and then have that equal to I and A. And doing that gives us 4 bananas. Oh, baby. Excuse me, I'm really nasally right now. When you make loops, you have to mentally generate each combination of resulting values or alternatively map them out in notes. It does take practice and the notes help gain ground. Thank you. Rename the top left viewport. It's confusing. Nah. It's legacy code, chat. It's legacy code. We gotta work with it. Now make 10,000 bananas? Bitch, you think I won't? Okay, hold on. Let's do 100. 100. 100. 100. Is that it? Oh my God, we have 100 bananas. See, chat? Look at that. 1,000 bananas. Behold. Easy peasy. What did you want? 10,000? What is that, 1,000 by 1,000? Bitch, don't think I won't. Hold on. 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. Run. Oh my God, it doesn't even open. Oh God, wait, it crashed. Okay, 10,000 bananas off the table. But 1,000 bananas, that is totally possible. Wow, a 4090 can't render 10,000 bananas? What engine are you using, or are you using a custom engine? Get? Technically, custom engine, thank you. What we're actually doing is we're following this tutorial. I'll link it for you. We're using C++ and we're using the framework SDL. SDL being that it'll work with hardware and do all that stuff. And now we're rendering textures in we're rendering 1,000 bananas. That's where we're at right now. Use a constant, by the way. I don't know what you mean by that. That was 10,000. 100 by 100 is 10,000. Oh, shit. So I was making like a million bananas? Whatever. We made, look, we have 10,000 bananas. Is that really? That's not 10,000 bananas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh shit, maybe you're right. Gotcha. Also, hello. Hello, Get. You remind me of NuGet on Visual Studio because it was really easy to set up SDL. Did you say you were top of your school? Listen, what's up? Don't give me sass, you little smart ass, you little ankle biter. I'm proud of the bananas we accomplished today. We went from 1 banana to 2 bananas to 3 bananas to 1,000 bananas. That easy, boys. That freaking easy. What background do we have right now? HoloLive, based. That's the background we have. All right, we learned a lot today. Holy cow. We learned how to viewport. So like if we have a mini map, we learned how to refresh a specific part of the screen at a pace that's different than the rest of the screen and then rendering it all together. Don't know the practical use of that yet, but we learned it. And then we learned some basic logic about how to use SDL to print 10,000 bananas. Listen, Click the Banana is gonna be based, okay? That's gonna be a great game. And then tomorrow, we are gonna learn transparent textures. I lied, hold on. Scroll down a little farther. We're gonna learn color keying, how to render on sprite sheets to get like a specific sprite to be called every time. And then I think what we're gonna do here, chat, is maybe stop there tomorrow and just make a program where if we press the up key, we have 2 character sprites. We have the character standing sprite and then the character jumping sprite. And we can download that shit online for free. There's free game dev resources. And then what we do is we use our knowledge of SDL key presses to where we press the up button, the character changes sprites from standing to jump and then goes back to standing maybe. And we learned that and we apply our knowledge. And that's what we'll do tomorrow. So transparent images, probably have a character with a banana behind them, and then clip rendering and sprite sheets. It's gonna be amazing. And then maybe color modulation if we have time, but that's gonna be the plan. Anyway, everyone, have a good night. Have a good evening. Are we really gonna end on a HoloLive background? I don't wanna. There we go, that's based. All right, have a good night. Have a good evening, everybody. Hi. I have a Discord. It is below the stream. Normally, I would join the after party in the Hangout channel, but I am feeling a little bit under the weather, and we have a day of streaming tomorrow. So I stream every single day at 4:30 PM PDT, PST. It's standard time again. Thank you. Wait, chat, what are you doing in the corner? Come down here. How do you guys always get up there? Come here. Go right there, and now the goodbye lick. Goodbye. How the fuck do I have 30 viewers? Holy shit.